What up, baby? This is going to be a banger of a video. A lot happens in the early game. We're going to review each and every step of the way, figure out what the fuck happened in this match, figure out what we did wrong, what we might have done right, and how we could have played better. So this is my little graph that I made up. We're going to be updating it in real time, maybe just to help understand the scoring between each junglers better. I don't know. Thought it'd be a nice little thing to add. So x-axis is time from start of the match to the end of the match. And then the y-axis is gold earned. Lilia leaves base at 0 minutes, makes a play, gets a kill, returns, does a full clear. I leave base at the same time. I only get a full clear off, and then I return to base. Lilia, because she got the kill, she returned. We both returned at the same amount of time. We're on tempo for the second spawn of camps. So Lilia would score the first point. I don't know what this timeline would be, maybe 4 minutes. So during that 4 minutes, we both made a play. Lilia scored 1 point on me. So we would update that here. If we're in the match, eventually, like any game or any sport, whoever scores the most points essentially wins the game, right? That's going to help us decide what's going on in the jungle, who's actually winning, who's making the correct plays over the course of the game. Okay, so let's jump into game now. Let's analyze this match. We'll look at top lanes first. So Ryze is actually running Electrocute. Aurelia is going to look to play super aggressive into this Ryze, especially if Ryze starts to wave clear. So he's going to look to play back at his tower and wait for Lilia to arrive. So she's actually going to look to make plays in the top side. I'm going to have to try and defend against these plays. The mid lane is pretty much just a farm lane. There's nothing to look there. It's safe. Teleport, safety. This bot lane could be volatile. It's probably worth playing around Caitlyn. She's got that lethality set up, but I need to make sure my Aurelia is not falling too far behind. And then, of course, our matchup. We're versing a Lilia, and we're pretty much 50-50 matchup early on. Yeah, the fight can go either way. Depends on skill base, skill matchup. We're going to look to basically win in skirmishes because Graves wins early skirmishes against Lilia. If we can show up in the top side, maybe a 2v2 happens, we're going to win that 2v2, especially with an Aurelia, Graves into Ryze. Lilia, maybe we can defend against the gank, get a double kill here or something like that. That's the thought process. I'm going to counter gank this Lilia, and we know that she is pathing top because of the assessment. She's going to look to gank this volatile Aurelia. Aurelia is running Ignite. That just screams that she's going to play aggressive. And Ryze is going to allow for her to push. We can look to pick up little kills in the bot side, so monitor the health bars there, of course. They've got defensive runes, defensive summoners, so we're going to monitor if they're burning summoners in the bot lane. So we saw Lilia show up. We're matching her clear in the jungle. I'm watching top lane as I path here. Am I going to have priority to take this crab? Yes, we check for priority. Aurelia's got full priority. The issue here, I noticed, is that I actually smite red. And that's because I was worried that I'm not going to be on tempo for this crab. But it's actually detrimental. I don't know why I smited that red. So there's a little error here. It's actually, well, it's not little. It is little, but it turns into a big error. We have priority, yes. I want to contest this crab, but I can't contest it because I simply don't have smite. So what I can do instead is just reset and go for the bot crab. Yes, they're going base, but if I go B as well at the same time as these guys, we're going to run into the map at the same time. I mean, they might be pushed up here by then, but still, Lilia's going to be on the top side. She's going to be trying to make a play on Aurelia. I can just ping Aurelia to play back if I was making that play on the bot side here. Maybe I can get a gank off on the Lux that burnt summoners as well. So this is a bad play. We don't have priority mid. This lane is kind of back and forward, who's poking one another. You can see Smolder's actually getting ready to move first. And then Ryze actually moves first, even though he doesn't have priority. So he's willing to just help Lilia no matter what. We kind of noticed that, so I start to bail. And then I noticed that they forcing a fight on top of Aurelia. So then I turn back, and me turning back actually ends up being my demise. It gets the stun off. It's kind of just an awkward play. Frustrating play, because going back to what I was saying earlier, Lilia and myself are 50-50 in matchup, but if Lilia gets ahead early, it can become quite a frustrating match. You have to play perfect from here on out. That little bit of gold difference in high elo can mean a lot. So she's going to double scuttle me, and that's why I'm kind of a little bit frustrated. Don't do what I'm doing, just mute. Shit happens in games. Maybe this particular day, like I might have had a bad day at work. And when I do have days like this where I'm a little bit tilted or whatnot, I just log off. I just go do something different. It's just not my day. So it's important to utilize that in your matches. If you're not in the best mood, if you're not happy and you're not ready to climb, just don't play ranked. I'm not even joking. You'll win so many more matches if you're just in a better mindset, positive mindset, like I say in every single game. Okay, so we check Crab, which is a waste of time. We know that we got double scuttled. Just go straight to recycling your camps. Get back on tempo. If I went straight for the recycle, I'd be up here right now. And Lilia's still kind of doing a little crossover in the mid lane. So should be behind on tempo. And then me being on tempo, I'm going to be at these Krugs while they're spawning. And then I can make a play on the top side before this Lilia finishes her full clear. She'll still be on her Gromp while I'm making a play here. I'm just going to update this board. So this is 3 minutes. Lilia double scuttled me. She gets 1 point. This is my little gold mound. Got Jackal. I got enough for, what, 900 gold. She got, like, probably a Haunting Guise. Yeah, she's got a Haunting Guise. So, she scores 1 point. Kind of missed what happened there. We got the full clear off. Lilia showed up. So that little tempo loss of me checking Crab allows for Lilia to be there at the same time as me, even with a mid lane gank and a top lane gank. So she's just playing outright better than me at this stage. Not even a lie. But we're tracking her. We know where she's going to be. I mean, that's why she can just show up mid, because we know she's going to be there. Like, if she's pathing bot to top, and so am I, then she's just going to be exactly where I'm going to be on the map. So it's no harm done if she crosses over there, because I already know she's in this area regardless. It's a bit of a waste of time ganking Smolder. He doesn't have Ignite. He doesn't have any lockdown abilities. He's got no CC, slows. I'm just trying to contest this Crab. Yeah, we have a bit of prio in the bot lane, so that's giving me the ability to contest that Crab. I'm not too worried if Lilia shows up. We also saw that Lilia showed up to the top side with ult, so the double scuttle gave her ult before I was even able to reach level 6. That's another reason why I was a little bit frustrated. I knew that it was going to give her that extra snowballing potential. Get her to level 6 faster, get her that Haunting Guise. And that's a major setback when you're playing at this elo. And I just put too much faith in Aurelia, thinking that she was going to move with her priority. Don't assume your players are going to move. And if they don't want to move, then you just got to try and find something different to play for. So yeah, we know Lilia is going to be on this half of the map. We need to ping Aurelia back. I was hoping that it's kind of like as I was pathing up here, I knew Grubs was spawning. I want to get Grubs for my Aurelia. It's really beneficial for Aurelia to get Grubs, help her split push. I was waiting for an error to happen so that maybe I could, because I'm playing reactive now that I'm behind. We have to play a reactive style game. Aurelia overextends. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's kind of technical. So it's kind of well played. Just gonna pause. She crashes her wave, yes, but then another wave pushes up. So she wants to crash that next wave that's pushing up. Lilia reads that Aurelia wants to crash that wave. So what she does is blocks Aurelia from crashing the wave, which is gonna create a freeze for Ryze, which is perfect scenario for him to get back there and not miss much for that death that he got. Lilia decides, I'm just going to double check and force this Graves off of Grubs. So I actually jumped the wall prematurely. Her little check works. If she full commits there, Irelia, I mean, I could draw this Lilia in instead of jumping the wave. Then Irelia can get that push in. And then we just got to give over Grubs just for her to get that push to reset the lane. So we actually get the kill, but Ryze, because of the delay on this top lane, because of what Irelia was doing for so long, trying to push this wave in, Ryze had the ability to spawn and pull an ult off and just be there. So we just hung around for too long. This is just a fuck up. So we're going to assume that this Lilia is playing for is like abusing the fact that Ryze has prio. She's going to play for Grubs. Yeah, so at this point, we're getting dominated. It's 3-0 on the scoreboard. We're actually getting wrecked. I should review what's about to happen here, though. I'm just going to do that. Yeah, so I think I've decided, all right, I'm going to start playing for my bot lane. What am I doing wasting time on this person? This is worth going back. Sorry, I missed it before. Okay, so I'm playing more of a defense style game now. We're playing more reactive. I throw that ward over. I want to see what this Lilia is doing. Yes, she's going to abuse the fact her Ryze just had prio. She steals Grubs off the map. So what do I do to react? Because we're playing defensive, we're trying to react. We have to play against. We have to pick up on mistakes the enemy might be making. And we have to be unpredictable. So our clear path before was the exact same. So if she was on Krugs, I was on Grump. If she was on Raptors, I was on Wolves. She could just track me because we both got a similar clear speed. She can basically just predict that I'm going to be exactly where she's going to be for the most part. The best thing I can do is try and switch that up. That's why I cleared from top to bot. I also wanted to check to see if she was going to do Grubs, and then I can react from that, try and get a bit of information. So she ran straight to Grubs earlier. We know that her top side's probably still up. She's going to look to clear that off the map before heading down into the bot side. That's why I just decided to skip all this. I need to make something happen to switch this game up. So I'm going to look for a dive in the bot lane. So if we can pull a double kill off in the bot lane, maybe we can start turning this game around. Now, me making that play for the bot lane is also going to give me priority on Dragon and Crab if my bot side's willing to assist me. So yeah, I need to let them know. Don't go too crazy because Lilia is in that area. And Irelia gets a 1v1 without us there, so that's good. So I don't force that Dragon. I don't want to put my bot lane in a vulnerable position as well if we're going for the Dragon. I mean, we probably could have just taken it though. But yeah, for that dive, we sacrificed this Raptor camp. We kind of knew that was going to get stolen, but not too worried if she steals that. I'd say we won. We probably just won that. Probably only just won the trade. Shit, that was permanent. So continue playing that reactive. We see Lilia. Pretty simple stuff. We're just going to trade Dragon for the top side. Gank. And then, yeah, we've got to leave this half of the jungle. Because Lilia's going to do the same. She knows that we just did Dragon, so she's going to try and contest this. Yeah, so you want to just defend against an invade if you're on that bot side. If you're playing from behind anyway. If you were strong enough, you could contest this, for sure. But I'm just trying to get as much safe gold XP as possible. So this is really important. Now we gain priority in the mid lane because our bot lane's actually winning. And we can look to play for objectives with that priority. Yeah, it'd be nice to start getting a bit of vision. We don't really have many wards that are giving, like, these wards aren't really tracking pathing. So Lilia's just got the option to just do whatever the fuck she wants. Even a ward on the Raptors would be nice. But these are just defensive gank wards. It's not actually helping track. If you get deeper wards in... Sorry, I should just put X's. If you get these deeper wards in, if you can manage to push up with me right now, if that Nami came up, maybe she has no wards left. But if you get a ward here, what that does is gives you the ability to see where Lilia is going. So if, rather than having a ward there to defend against a gank here, you can see about 20 seconds prior that Lilia is going to be in the bot side in 20 seconds. It's the same here. Like, Lilia might be taking blue, you see her on blue, and like you're going to see her 20 seconds before she's even at this ward. So deep wards are really important, not just these little side lane. And that's important to just utilize strong players to help you get these wards if you're playing a support player, as a support player. We don't have priority top side, so this is a little bit risky even trying to contest it. But I'm going to hover it. I'm not going to just int for it, but we'll hover it. We'll see if we can scare her away from it. That's why I kind of just hovered around. Maybe we can make something happen, maybe not. If not, just run away. There wasn't anything in the bot side to play for. So that, you know, it's not the worst case that I'm just hovering here. And I'd say Lilia won that next 3-minute increment. We're kind of getting dominated, really. 1 for, what is it, 4 to 1. I want to try and base as fast as I can so I can defend this side of the map. Lilia knows where I am. She's going to be there. She's going to go for my bot side. The trouble is her lanes are just struggling to scale. My laners are much more dominant, which is helpful for me because I'm kind of not having the best game. Resetting camps. It's a struggle. So yeah, we can see Lilia's going for Irelia. I'm not sure why Irelia didn't back off earlier. But that's okay. I'm going to look to trade Dragon for that pressure. We might have to cover these camps. This is just risky because I don't have Smite. Pretty sure Lux has it warded. So I'd say we won that. We got the shutdown on Lilia earlier in the top lane. And we got the Rise. Got a red buff and we got Dragon. Yeah, that's definitely us. Yeah, we can start playing up. We need to start playing up into their jungle. Basically start suffocating Lilia out of the game, preventing her from full clearing. We can starve her of golden XP, she's going to become useless. I mean, her team's pretty useless, so that's helpful. I think the issue with Lilia's game so far is that maybe she didn't focus her bot lane enough. She was too focused on what I was doing in the top lane. Trying to basically prioritize Ryze as her win condition when maybe getting her bot side ahead would have been more of an advantage. Unless her bot side is actually just an NPC bot laner. So I'm just trying to make sure that I'm showing up for these camps as they spawn. I don't want Lilia seeing that I'm in the bot side while these are spawning. She might have vision on these, she might know they're spawning. I don't want to get 3 camps. Yeah, look, you can see her moving. She's going for crab, but she probably knows. Just try and secure as much gold as possible. Say we won that next 3 minutes. Just. I think Lilia's lost a lot of her rhythm. My laners are just doing really well. Oh, baby. I think we're back. So you want to utilize these death timers. Make sure you're taking Baron ASAP. Resetting. They're definitely going to win this next one. Yeah, you can see as this scoreboard actually progresses, the game turns as well. And it wasn't necessarily me making decisions in this particular match. It was just playing off the back of my team. They're low-key carrying me. It's nice every once in a while to get carried. So yeah, you gotta learn how to be carried. You don't always have to be the main character. But once it gets to around this 24 to 27 minute marker, this whole trading scenario thing can kind of go out the window. It becomes more of team trading. Things you're doing with your team. It's this scenario, but your whole team is involved. That's what I'm trying to say. Gee, that was a major misplay.
Shut
it's good that this Irelia really knows how to split. Yeah, if we can close the game out earlier, the better. That triple scale lane, Rise, Smolder, Kaiser.
Your team has destroyed a
You can see we're about to get shield bow for this fight. It's important not to die here.
An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
So yeah, the score ends up being 4 versus 5 at 27 minutes.
Your team has destroyed. Ally has been slain.
And the reason I'm pinging Drake so early is it'll give Nami enough time to walk into the jungle here, clear any wards, set up a dragon. I mean, we don't want the game to... Basically, we don't really want the game to go to Soul. The longer this game goes, the worse. So if we can even close the game out before getting to Soul. And yeah, of course, we want to be on time for this dragon. Be nice even having red before we fight dragon. In case any little team fights break out. But yeah, we don't want to throw these objectives. So we make sure we're not dying here. Make sure we're securing dragon. Then Baron. Sometimes people get a bit excited and start a little team fight here. Just utilize the fact that your team just got Soul. Take Baron, play it safe. Don't int here. Don't give them that advantage by getting Baron. Gives them the ability to push. Funnel enough gold into their players. Particularly a Smolder. Particularly a like game scaling team comp. And then you basically throw the game because you just decided you were going to do like some weird team fight, coin flip team fight, where yes, if you did win the team fight, you would win the game. But if you lose the team fight, you potentially lose the game. That's a gamble. Go for the Baron, slowly close the game out. Use this pushing pressure here, take these. Yeah, this is a good representation of what I was saying. Like, I mean, yeah, it's on me for dying. I shouldn't have died. Not a good death. Waste of Baron timer. Yeah, I'm picking. I want to get a pick. If we can create a 4v5, then we're going to be able to take this tower. We'll be able to utilize the pressure in the bot side. Oh man, I'm playing so bad in this game. You can't really push where I was because we didn't have the mid lane prior. We're gonna wait for Victor to push up before I can collapse. But to get a pick where I wanted to, kind of have to be out of that little... If that wave's pushing up, the enemy are gonna back off. That's what I'm saying. I really just want to get a one-shot pick on them. Yeah, that's what I was trying to set up earlier. Sometimes it can be hard to liaise with your team and get it cranking there. You'll see why now. Why I wanted to push for that pick so bad. Crazy that Lilia blind checked that brush. I mean, she had the What is it? The sweeper gone. Still a blind check. So we get that inhibitor. And that gives us priority in the bot side. So if we do need to make a play for Elder Dragon, we have bot side priority at least. Be nice to get this inhib. And we could probably just end the game now that the three of them are on a death timer.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Yeah, so we probably could have gone for Nexus, maybe. I made sure that we just 3 inhib them. That's why I was kind of still hitting the 3rd inhibitor. I didn't want to get this to 1 HP and then we all get aced. Then they get the Elder Dragon plus the Baron. So the best thing we can do is just get 3 inhibitors, go base, look to show up for this Elder Dragon, and then we can fight Baron for free. And then we just 5-man mid and win the game. It's basically just a security. So they're all MIA right now. That's why I just didn't start it straight away. They have to answer to those super minions. Just really about playing safe. Not throwing games. And try and get a little push in while Lux is on a death timer because she adds that extra wave clear with her ultimate. I'm not sure if Victor has TP, but he's just chilling. Yeah, so I hope this little graph helped you explain jungle trading a little bit better. I know it's like pretty simple as it is, but I don't know, this whole scoreboard thing might help gauge what's going on in the game. This is a pretty poor performance on my behalf, so we've reviewed that and we've covered what not to do. Basically, at least we can answer for the mistakes and really show you what you should be doing in your game. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something from the video. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed the graph. I don't know if it helped or not, but yeah, thanks for watching.